Almost every private driveway or garage, gated or not, have signs that say please don't block the driveway. Some signs might not be phrased politely, but almost always the messages are ignored, at least at one time or another. This is common in the narrow streets of the poorer sections of the city, residential areas with middle-income families, even in the gated enclaves of the more affluent members of society. It should be common courtesy to leave driveways clear so the owners will always be free to enter and exit their private property at any time of the day or night. And then, there's the law, Republic Act 4136, the Land Transportation and Traffic Code, which specifically states no driver shall park a vehicle or permit to stand, whether attended or unattended, in among other defined places, in front of a private driveway. RA 4136 also states that no person shall drive or park a motor vehicle upon or along any sidewalk, path, or alley not intended for vehicular traffic or parking. It is to be noted that RA 4136 also makes it illegal to park within an intersection or a crosswalk, within 6 meters of the intersection of curb lines, within 4 meters of the driveway entrance to and from a fire station, within 4 meters of a fire hydrant, at any place where official signs have been erected prohibiting parking. Still, common courtesy or laws notwithstanding, everyday social media is rife with posts complaining of being delayed or stopped from leaving homes and property because parked vehicles are in the way. Many say the problem stems not from lack of courtesy or common sense, but too many cars and too few private or public parking places. Filipinos seem to have a penchant for owning cars or other vehicles, whether for status, practical mobility, or just for the love of owning them. Hence, the problem of too many cars won't be solved soon, especially these days when vehicles are more affordable and we're not only talking of cars, pickups, SUVs, MPVs, vans, or etc., but also of motorcycles, tricycles, e-bikes, tuk-tuks, kligligs, and the like. Too few private or public parking spaces may also be a problem that won't go away soon. Bills have been filed in Congress seeking to make having a garage or parking space, whether owned or leased, a prerequisite for buying and owning cars. But such bills have never gone beyond debate and public hearings. So those who don't have garages and parking spaces of their own park their vehicles on the public roads, many in front of their homes. It is a practice that has led many to believe that the space in front of their houses are reserved for their own. Many place cones, old tires, potted plants, and signs laying claim to those parking spaces. Even owners of shops and stores lay claim to parking spaces in front of their establishments. Because of these, finding proper places to park becomes a problem in many crowded neighborhoods, leading many to park in front of driveways. Many rationalize this practice by saying, "Sandali lang naman ako. Dito lang naman kami malapit. Tawagin lang ako kung nasa labas na kayo." Such excuses are also used by those who make it a habit to double park. Parking in front of driveways and garage gates cause many arguments and ill will in neighborhoods and communities. The national government agencies, local government units, as well as agencies like the Metropolitan Manila Development Authority are tasked with enforcing Republic Act 3146. In some cases, some are successful in putting to order roadside parking and minimizing problems associated with it. Marikina, under the late Mayor Bayani Fernando, was particularly notable in making sure residents park their cars in proper garages or leased parking areas and never on residential roadsides. It must be said that vehicles blocking driveways was not as much of a problem in Marikina in those days as it was in other cities then and as it is now. There are many in Marikina who remember how consistent and strict application of roadside parking ordinances instilled discipline and order even in congested communities of the city under Fernando. Some argue such problems from uncontrolled roadside parking, and these include blocking driveways, causing the congestion and quarrels, could be minimized at the barangay level or in subdivisions with homeowners associations. Ideally, they say, it should be the barangay captain and the kagawads who should manage roadside parking situations in respective jurisdictions. Neighbors should go to them to mediate disputes or complaints over blocked driveways. In private subdivisions and gated communities, it is the homeowners association that make the rules to ensure orderliness and safety with regard to roadside parking. At the barangay HOA or national levels, only when those who obstruct private driveways and garage gates, as well as all who don't think twice about ignoring no parking signs, are consistently penalized would such problems go away.